Hi, Gloria Reben here again on this bright and sunny, wonderful California morning, San Francisco Bay Area. So today, guess what I'm talking about again? The law of attraction, and I call it the secret of the law of attraction, because I think most of us are familiar with the law of attraction. We've heard you get what you think about most of the time. You become what you think about most of the time. Whatever you think about grows stronger in your life. So we understand that concept, at least we know we've heard it, and maybe we believe it's true, maybe we don't believe it's true. But we don't really understand, and we aren't often told what part of the law of attraction is the one we need to spend most of our time with. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. There are two parts of it. There is what you attract into your life, and there's the how. There's what you want, let's say the why, the what you want, and the how that comes about. And most of the time, we spend our time trying to figure out how it's going to happen, how it's going to come about. You're not that smart. The universe is much more intelligent than any single individual. So you have to be open to what comes to you and recognize an opportunity when you see one. Now, sometimes the opportunity that comes to you will not be the right opportunity, but maybe it will be a stepping stone to the right opportunity. So 90% of your time, I shouldn't say your time, but 90% of getting what you want is what you're thinking about. And 10% is the action that you take to do it. Now, you may be taking a lot of action and spending a lot of time working at a particular opportunity that's come your way. But you'll feel good about it. That's the secret. You really will feel good about it if you're doing something that's going to move you forward. If you're feeling bad about it, it's either the wrong opportunity, or maybe, just maybe, it's something you needed to have that you're getting something from, but it is a stepping stone to the right opportunity. So I'll just tell you a little bit about, back in October, I was given access to some CDs. And those CDs, those audios, were very vitally important for me to understand this kind of 90%, 10%, what my job is and what the universe's job is, in order for me to really move forward. And I started putting into effect what I learned. Now, there's a link below which will get you to those same videos if you want to, and it's free, no cost to anything, but if you want to know what I've been learning, okay? But back in October, I was attracting all kinds of things, and very, very quickly, I attracted two things, both of which were different, but felt really right, and I thought, well, I need to do both of these things, because one of them was a training and a coaching on how to create your own products. Now, I didn't have a desire to create my own products, but I knew the person who was doing it, and I knew he was really good, and I knew I wanted him as a coach. So I signed up for that one. And then around the same time, I got an opportunity with a group of people. It was not an MLM, but it would lead to MLMs. And I thought, this sounds really, really good. And I kind of signed up for it. Now, one of them, the one that was a coaching program, I went to webinars, I listened, I learned, I got a lot of information, but I didn't do anything with it then. But now, all of a sudden, I'm finding I'm using it and doing something with it. It has given me my value already, and now I'm on the way to creating two products, actually. So the other one, on the other hand, I wasn't having a great deal of success with. And very early on, I was feeling not happy with it. And things were happening that someone would say something that made me feel not so good. And I was feeling, in fact, really bad a lot of the time, but this is a good opportunity. I still stuck to it. And then things started to change in a way felt even not worse than I did before. Okay. But in the meantime, I all of a sudden got an introduction to another opportunity. Well, I clearly recognized the second opportunity wouldn't have happened, or I wouldn't have responded to in a positive way if I hadn't had the experience of the first one. So now I have a new business, not in very long, just a month and a half, but it is really something that's very right for me. I've grown very positively, have had terrific training on all aspects of the business and communicating with people and all this kind of stuff. What I got from the first one was this great ability to do hangouts and inspiration to do hangouts, so I learned that. Plus I learned other things. I really, really appreciate that I had to go through that step in order to reach something that is proving to be very, very profitable to me. So now I have two things I'm doing. Okay, I actually have a third thing. I'm in a very wonderful class of professional class screenwriting, and I'm getting a lot from that, and I expect by the end of the year I will have something very valuable to sell. So now I have 3 different sources of income, where before I had one only, and it wasn't going as well as I wanted to, but that's a 4th source of income, which I intend to follow up with more in the future. And hey, I'm going to have multiple streams of income, and it's all because I was introduced or reintroduced to the law of attraction through some fabulous CDs. So anyway, I want to invite you to click on the link and listen to a short 7-minute introduction. And if you like what you hear, hey, join me on this journey of learning how to think correctly 90% of the time so that one can be successful all of the time. Thank you, and talk to you again on Friday.